Alright, this is part 2 of the dimensional analysis video, so if you got one wrong, we'll show you how to do it and you can check your work. Let's see, number 1 says I'm starting with 30 moles of helium. Okay, I don't want moles of helium. So step 2, take my given, put it down there. Step number 3, volume. The question's asking for volume. Volume is in liters. I have the units. Now on my fraction, it only has 1 mole, so that means my number is going to be 1. How many liters in 1 mole? It's always 22.4. It's a constant. Memorize it. Cross off moles of helium and moles of helium because anything over itself equals 1. I'm left with liters, which is volume. I multiply across, and that's my answer. Number 2, first step is to always write the given. Second step, I don't want moles of helium. So if I don't want something, I put it down here to cancel. Okay, on top, what do I want? I want mass. Mass is grams. In my fraction, I only have 1 mole. So I'm going to put 1 mole. How many grams? Well, helium, grams, I go to my periodic table and I pick that number up. It's 4. Alright, I'm going to cross off my like units. I'm in grams, that's mass, so I'm done. Now I multiply that across. "17 moles of helium. I don't want 17 moles of helium. I don't want my units moles of helium, so I put it down here. I do want atoms, so I'm going to put atoms at the top. Alright, again, I look at my fraction. I only have moles, 1 mole, so I'm going to put 1. How many atoms in 1 mole? Well, there's a lot of atoms in 1 mole. Cross off my like units and multiply across. And again, I'm just going to multiply 17 times 6 and tack on my exponent. And proper scientific notation says I move the decimal over 1, 2 spaces. Since that just got smaller, that has to get larger. So I change that by a factor of 2. That's going to increase by a factor of 2. Alright, make sure you can have either one of these answers because they might both be on the test, or one of the other might be. Here I'm starting off with 700 liters of xenon. I don't want liters of xenon, so I'm going to put it down here. Now I do want moles. Alright, I look at my fraction. There's only 1 mole written, so I'm going to put 1. My liters, it's always 22.4 liters per mole. Cross off my like units and divide, and there's my answer. "500 grams of xenon. I don't want grams of xenon. Put it down here. Okay, I'm looking for moles. Now my fraction only has 1 mole, so I put 1. My grams of xenon, I go to the periodic table to find grams. Cross off my like units. Divide those numbers. There's my answer. Now I'm starting with some atoms. Again, I don't want atoms. Whatever's up here goes down here. I'm looking for moles, so that goes up here. I look at my fraction. It has moles one time, so I put 1. Now, how many atoms in a mole? Avogadro's number. Cross off my like units. I essentially have 6 divided by 6. I'm going to ignore that. So 6 divided by 6 is 1. I'm going to subtract my exponents. 45 minus 23. There's my answer. And once again, there's all the answers multiplied out. That is the end of this video.